Welcome to the Creature Comforts unboxing. This game just arrived. Creature Comforts, it's a game, as you can see, by Roberta Taylor, with art by Shauna J.C. Tenney, and it's by KTBG Games. It is a game for 1 to 5 players, ages 8 and above, takes about 45 minutes. Let's have a look at this box. So I love the artwork, first of all. Great artwork we've got on the front here. Very cartoonish, very happy. Makes me want to play the game and be in a good mood at the same time. And obviously the fonts that they've made for this, very nice. You can see there the T actually looks like the shape of an axe. So a lot of thought into this. You've got an acorn down here. I'm sure there are a lot of other things here that you can spy. Maybe a mushroom in the R, but very nice. You can see it's got that wooden carved out feel as well. Let's look at the top, and I'll flip that around. We've got Creature Comforts. We've got some sort of cat type of creature there. On the side, we've got a bird of some sort sipping a mug of tea or coffee, perhaps. We've got that same bird on the underside with what looks like a coin bag or a money bag. And on the other side, we have a frog. Let's go to the back artwork, and I'll just show you the zoomed out view. You can see it there. Gives you a bit of a backstory there. You can see what's inside some of the pieces, what they look like, tells you what's in the box if you want to pause that, run through it and have a look yourself. But that's what this unboxing is all about. So we can see the contents as it comes in the box. And let's open her up. So I like to put knife down the sides. Still BNIS, they say, or brand new in shrink wrap. It's a nice little acronym that we use in the hobby. So if you see BNIS, you know what that means from now on. I like to keep the front shrink wrap on as long as possible just to protect it. I will let gravity do the work, bring that up and move it across. There you have it. Let's look inside. Is there any artwork? No, there's no artwork inside the cover. Just on the sides, just on the insides of the sides, you can see nice artwork. I love that touch, a scarf, a rocking chair, a stew of some sort of vegetables and a pie on this side. And I'll show you again. I'm just trying not to tip everything out. We have more artwork, different artwork on that side, and on the top side of the inside box you can see that final artwork. Let me get this around the right way. Let's start to bring everything out. I'm going to put the lid over to one side. We have the Creature Comforts book. Now it was put in a little bit on the side, so you can see it's a little bit twisted or warped there, damaged if you want to use that word. It's a nice booklet though. We've got the overview here. I'll show you up there, the overview, some credits, again, a bit of an overview of the storyline there. The components we have there, and we're going to go through those as we see them. We've got traveller cards, we've got the home boards, we've got valley cards and comfort cards. We've got workers, cottages, family dice, river dials, hilltop tile, goods tokens, the worm, village dice, 12 multiplier, planks. We have 34 improvement cards, 4 improvement tokens, 20 coins, 21 lesson learned tokens and 20 stories. So that's really nicely presented and set out there. Like I said, this is an unboxing, so we'll see it all. We've got the general setup. We have the gameplay, you can see there. We have the player turns, all beautifully presented, very nicely and neatly laid out, with some great use of white space and artwork. Locations, it tells you a bit more about locations such as the valley, the river, the owl's nest and the workshop. More locations, the inn, the market, the glades. Step 6 is the upkeep step, and finally scoring, probably during the game. Okay, so we had a little bit of a glitch there with the camera, my apologies. So we're up to scoring. There's a scoring, tells you how to score probably during the game, as I said. And we have rules for solo play. And I always love it when they include rules for solo play. Finally, the Creature Comforts at a glance, the entire game explained on one simple page. That's really nice there. So that's a handy reference. Hopefully they may have reference cards for that. They might not. Either way, we can just leave that booklet face up, or face down actually, so we can see that easy reference. Let's have a look at what's in the box. We have this punch board. It's double-sided. Let's have a look at it this way up this time. And we've got a circle there, some sort of mountain with something at the top, some multiplier punch outs there. Now that mountain is dark and obviously not supposed to use that side. The dice, I'm not too sure. Maybe we can use both sides, I think. And we've got on the back of the ×5 multipliers, we have ×3. So just need to be careful when you use those, obviously, in the game. I'm not going to punch those out just yet. Let's look at this, the Creature Comforts. This was a Kickstarter. Says, hi, you are now the proud owner of the Kickstarter edition of Creature Comforts. Your rulebooks show only the retail versions of items that have been upgraded in your edition. This guide will help you understand what is what and where everything goes. So it shows you the retail version there and the upgraded Kickstarter edition components, which looks like they're all wooden components or upgraded, obviously, and that's the way that they fit in. There's a pocket in the resource caddy. We'll get to that in a moment. Not double-sided, that's okay. We don't need it to be double-sided if everything is on that one side. Put that over there. Let's look at the board. That's next, and see a few things underneath. The board, if we just carefully open that up. And here we have the board. I'll put it on the side just so it all fits. That's obviously side on, but it's supposed to be played that way. And that's the way it looks. We've got the top, we've got places for certain things down the side, obviously cards slotting in underneath. We've got more places for things. That looks like that board on the punch board that we saw just over here. I'll bring this up. You can see that matches there. That dial may or may not go there. I don't know. It might go elsewhere. And a whole lot of other spaces, cards down here, and a few nice little icons or iconography to show you what to do for these spaces that you can see here. We've got dice, obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that match these cards. I assume you pull them out with matching dice. Let's put this over to one side. I'll put that up there. We now have these cards, and these look like individual player boards. They are individually colored. It's 1, 2, 3. There are 5 of them. It is a game for 1 to 5 players, as we saw. Not a great deal of difference between the colors. Let's have a look at these sides. I'm not too sure if it's supposed to be an asymmetrical game, meaning that each player has different powers. It looks very similar to me at the moment, so I'm going to say that we all play identically. So there's the purple card for reference with a track on the back. That's probably for scoring at the end of the game. And some nice iconography there. You can see each board has got different artwork, and again, I really love that. So there's the artwork for that one. Let's look at the artwork for this one. Go to the next player board. Beautiful artwork. I really like that style, and it's a theme that's carried on from the front cover that we saw on all the pieces. Now we've got some game trays here. Let's have a look at the game trays. It's got a nice embossing of Creature Comforts there. You might be able to see that. They're Creature Comforts, and that's by Game Trays. They make really good game trays. They've been doing it for a while. Let's look at these tokens. So these, I think, are the upgraded wooden tokens. So you probably won't see these in the retail version, only in Kickstarter versions. Look, Band-Aids there, 2 and 1, single one. We've got those. We have, let's have a look at what these are. We've got some maple leaves on the brown tokens. We have a book on these purple tokens. We have a beautiful mushroom, an acorn leaf there, as opposed to the maple leaf we saw before. Double-sided. I really like the quality, the look, the feel of these. I'll put that on my hand so it comes out. I'm not too sure what that is. Maybe bundle of cloth, perhaps, or wool and yarn, maybe. A small mountain, perhaps. Yeah, I'm not too sure. This is an old Kickstarter from 2020. Some wood. Have a look at that. You can see there. Just see the wood on there. It looks good. I like that. And finally, an apple. Hopefully not a poisoned apple from the English fairy tale, but a nice apple nonetheless, and a bit of green you can see there on the stalk. So that looks very nice. I do like that. I'll put that down there. We have what looks like our player pieces in the different colors. You can see that through there. I'll just show you those two down the bottom. We have a bunny rabbit and what looks like a squirrel. If I take some of these out, you can have a look at them a bit closer up individually. There's the squirrel, there's the bunny rabbit. We've got whatever that creature is. I'm sorry, my memory is fading and I can't remember what that looks like. These are all look like North American animals. We've got foxes, maybe some English there. This is being brought to you live from Australia. Well, it won't be live by the time you see it, but we can see it there. So some of these, it looks like a hedgehog, I think, there as well. So there's some, put them down there, and some of the final pieces, I'll just bring them out of the bag. I like that they've got these Ziploc bags, makes everything easier to store. So there we go, the last few pieces that we can see there, and they are the same on both sides. Very nice and neat. I'm going to put them out of the way. We have normal dice. Unusual to see normal dice these days. Usually they're specialized dice. I don't mind that. It's good to get back to basics. Looks like some sort of first player token, maybe. We've got a wheelbarrow, and again a single and a double band-aid that we can see there on those markers. Bring out this one. I don't know what these, it looks like maybe a house on the side that we can see there. So houses in the different player token colors. And we've got some color dice, as I said before. Tend to get special dice. So this one has a paw on it, different colors, and they look like they are for each player. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors there. And the white dice, I don't know what they're for, something different, so they'll be added. A whole lot of Ziploc bags, which is good to repackage everything. We have these boards. Now I'm going to see first of all if there's a way to open this up. There isn't, so this is Summer Meadow Summer. I'm going to have to cut carefully into this down the side, and hopefully I can get my finger in there. I'm going to have to do that again. There we go. So that plastic will come off now. Chuck that over there. Let's have a look at these. So again, not too sure what these are for. Forest Fall. There's one there, total 5 or lower. We have Forest Spring. We've got a wooden token, 2 wooden and a mushroom up there. We have Forest Fall. They're all different artworks. Or are they? Yes, they look different artwork. Forest Spring. Have a look at this one, is Forest Spring again. And then this one is Forest Summer. Fairly thin, thicker than normal, but still fairly thin sort of card. You wouldn't want to bend these. Forest Summer, otherwise they will get bent out of shape. That's very colourful. What are we in? Meadow Fall, so autumn is fall. We've got apples. We've got yarn of wool, as we saw in the pieces earlier. Meadow Spring. We've got Meadow Fall, Meadow Spring. And you have another one there, Meadow Summer. These are all similar. They look similar. It's just the bottom here you can see is different. And the top, Resources, is different as well. So Meadow Summer and Meadow Summer for the last 2. Let's put those pieces of card over there. You can see the game tray holders for things that I remember they were the multipliers, so they'll fit in there. And let's have a look at these cards. Creature Comforts, Talents, Micro Expansion. So there's obviously a little expansion, which was in the Kickstarter edition. I don't like having to do this with plastic. I prefer that they put easy to tear open plastic around their cards, although this is a nice linen finish. There's a bit of a dent there. I don't know if you can see that just coming through there at the end of my finger. You can see that there, that little dent on the card. End of month, so I'll just turn these over so you can see them all. So I'll put that down upside down. Nice little beaver, bear, fox, should know what that is, but I don't. A bird, a turtle or tortoise, snapping turtle. Oh, it's written up the top there. I could have just read it. Woodpecker. A lynx, that was the cat we saw before on the box. We have a hairy-tailed mole, a leopard frog, a blue jay, wild turkey, a pine harten. I don't know what that animal is, so I'm learning. A common raven, gourmet, there's a hedgehog there, and that's, oh, double-sided, chef. So we've got gourmet and chef. We have thatcher and lumberjack. We have carver and carpenter. We have grocer and gardener, and a spinner and a stitcher for that wool. We have some sort of card which tells us a little bit about the game as well. This is an expansion. You must have Creature Comforts to play. So that's the expansion. Try not to get that too mixed in. Put that over there for now. Final bits of card that we're coming to. Oh, this one does have a nice, you can see there, the little gold bit. So that is supposed to come up. Let's see if I can get my fingernail under the right bit there. Maybe on that side. Oh, there it is, just up there. That's what we want, something nice and easy. And this one comes off really nice and easy. I like that. Thank you very much, people. Creature Comforts. Put the plastic away. They're the backs of the cards. You can see they all look very similar from that side. So I'd say that's the same bunch or set of cards that all go somewhere and are drawn from. Let's go through these. We have bread, +2 if you have soup. So 3 of those. There's soup. Reminds me a little bit of Sushi Go Party. Mandolin to play. Candles. 3 of those. We have bookshelf. We have a pie for a picnic pie. We have a muffler. I don't know what that is. Ear muffs, perhaps? I call it, it looks like a scarf to me. Rocking chair. Fairy garden. Flute. A quilt. A stew. Addition if you have bread. We have toys that are bandied about. Again, really nice artwork. Easy to see. It doesn't look too complex to understand the cards. But I can't say the same for the gameplay. I haven't played it yet. Pot of tea. Did we have 3 of those? We did. So it looks like we get 3 of each. Hearth. Lamp. Preserves. Socks. A pantry. Snowshoes. Ice skates. Toboggan. Piggy bank. And the last lot is a board game. Nice, +1 for each other board game and toys comfort you have. Board game again. Is that the same? Different board game, different colours slightly. So they are unique artwork on each of those. Let's put that down here. 2 more sets of cards to go. A stone skipper at the end of your turn if you have fewer than 2 dreams. So a little bit of writing on the back of that one. I can't see a place to open this like the last plastic lot of cards did, so I'm going to have to carefully go through, and I can get rid of the plastic. It is really nice. I like this. These cards, again, that linen finish to them. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. You can just see that linen finish, that stripiness goes up and down and across. We have blue cards there. Let's go through these. Stone skipper, big spender, forager, swimmer, feast master, daydreamer, artisan, homebody, fun guy, rock hound, coin collector, moonshiner, villager, merchant, good listener, fast learner, perfectionist, whittler, visitor, weaver, snowbird, librarian, best friend, lone wolf, angler, and this is an expansion, a dreams come true micro expansion. And you can see the back artwork of these, a couple of flags. Nice, like it. So 2 expansions to add variety to the game. So play the base game first and then add the expansions in. Again, this is the Kickstarter version. Finally, we have a final set of cards. I wonder if this is for normal gameplay or an expansion. I don't know. But this is what we get in the Kickstarter version. And again, all nicely upgraded components. Linen finish on the cards there. And they've all got wheelbarrows on the back. So it looks like could be an expansion. Who knows? As I said, we'd have to go back through the box. We have an almanac. Now we had 3 of each card. We've got 2 cards here. We had 3 in one of the previous sets that we looked at. Bicycle. We've got 2 of those. A field, 1 guest, 2 guest cottages. There's 2 herb gardens. We have 2 orchards. We have 2 scales. We have 2 spinning wheels. We have 2 tool sheds, 2 umbrellas, 2 weather vanes, 2 wheelbarrows, 2 wildwood, writing desk times 2, recipe book times 2, pattern book times 2, and barrel swan. Now let's go back to the one where I thought we only had 1, just make sure. Bicycle, where was it? Guest cottage, herb garden, orchard, scale. No, I must have had 2. I just they just came out together, I think. So yes, we do have 2 of each of those. Finally, that's the insert. Nothing there, and that is the end of having a look at Creature Comforts. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to see other unboxings, please suggest some games to me. I'll see if I can get them. They might be on my shelf already. But that's just to let you know what's in the box. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And leave some comments down below. Do you have the game? Have you played it? What do you think of the game? What do you think of the artwork? Have you got your Kickstarter version, or are you playing a retail version? So yes, that's Creature Comforts. Thank you for joining.